Hi guys, So Crazy for Sure here again. So I wanted to show you here, this is my half-month check-in, which I do every month. And what I do is basically have all my expenses written down as I do them every single month. And then I run a count as to how much we have spent versus how much of that budget allotment we had, and then how much is left for the remaining of the month. That way we can kind of juggle things if we need to. I can tell you that we've gone over on a couple already, but it'll be made up next month. And some of it was, what was it? It was because we didn't spend a lot last month, we were able to go a little bit more this month, which is exactly why we do this the way we do. So I wanted to show you here a couple of things. So first, this of course is my little binder I use. This is our monthly amount. This is how much we used of it in January. This is how much we added to it in February. So this is what we started February with, and we go from there. So, but it's not the end of the month yet. So what I have is this nice little sheet of paper. I actually have two of them this time. So let me pull these out here. I just hand make these. It's nothing special. I just hand make them just because we have so much going on and so many different categories that we run with. So what I've got here, sorry, I keep checking to make sure you guys are in focus and can see. So the date, what category that the expense came out of. The location is basically where we spent the money or what it was for. And then the amount. And then the checkbox over here is once I add it up and basically reconcile it with my expense monthly, then it gets a check mark. And then what'll happen is today I'll basically draw a little line here, and then anything past that, because everything else will be checked off, will be the rest of the month. So now here's the little tool that I said I would show you guys. This is called a Remarkable. Sorry guys, phone call. Let me see if I can turn my flash off here because I don't think I want it. Well, maybe that's fine. Okay, so yeah, sorry, phone call. So this is a Remarkable. It is similar to a regular tablet, but you can't play games and stuff on it. It is actually a tool. So let me get it opened up here. So this is, again, it's my baddies. This is again this is my monthly tracker. What color are we working with? Black, medium, okay. So this is really cool. I mean, let me just bring up and show you. I mean, so you can have whole things on here. And this is the actual baddie system. And I have this set out by the month. It was syncing, and it will actually sync to my phone. And I can't edit or change anything on my phone, but it gives me the opportunity to always have it with me. But just to show you, like, this is just a quick sheet. It writes just like the rest of them. You can erase it. All gone. It's really kind of cool. You can also, let's see, instead of quick notes here, we're going to go to menu. Oh, notebook. Notebook is what we want. Like I said, I'm learning. So you actually have the options to do checklists, use them for like newspaper articles, graph paper, dots, U.S. college ruled lines, legal. I mean, it has all kinds of things. Not sure what you'd use the hexagons for. Haven't figured that part out. But it's got calligraphy, guitar, music, pianos. I mean, it has really cool things. You can actually do weekly planners on it. So it actually has a lot of options. And mine's under 2022 budget. 23 started a little bit. And this is basically just a copy of each of them. So that way, when we get close to 23, I can set one up for each month. So 22 budget, February. Open it up. Okay. So this is my half month. Oops. That was weird. Oh. This is my half month tracker. So what this means is, again, I have modified it to where it works for us. This shows us the categories that we have currently spent in. And the faint lines here tell, the faint writing is TU is top up, and build means we're going to continually build it. Just so that way I kind of keep track of that kind of thing. This is, over here in this margin, is actually the designated monthly amount. And then over here where it says beginning amount is actually what we have to begin with for that one. See, truck maintenance, we usually have 2,000, but we went over just a little bit last month, so we only have 1971. So that way, that's how it works out. And you can zoom in. I mean, it goes quite large, just whatever you prefer. And then the next one I have over here, oops, that's turning the page. The next one I have says spent, and this is going to be how much we have spent for the month, and then balance is how much we have left. So, and this is, it's like an Apple Pencil, but again, it's different. It is specifically for the Remarkable, and it's magnetic, so you can pick it up and it stays. So let's go first off here with a household, because my calculator is on my phone, which is recording. So we have $26.69. We have $158.75. And I'm checking them as I go, so that way we make sure we have it. We have $133.26 here. And sometimes I will actually often I will cross them off here so I know that that's also done. $60.45. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Okay. $26.69. $158.75. $133.26. And I will probably speed this up so that way you guys don't have to watch all of this. All right, so let me draw my line there. So we're going to come over here, and for household we have spent $998.85 for the month so far. Notice we have 2,400 we can spend. So 2,400 minus 998.85 equals, we have $1,401.15 remaining. Okay, that's simply how I work that. Oh, that's ugly. That's still ugly. That's the wrong number. Okay, so now I'm going to do Heidi's, and we will go from there. I'm just going to kind of run through all of them. I'm going to kind of fast forward through it so that way you can see it all. But that's what we're going to do right now. Heidi is $369.22. So we have $815 minus $369.22 equals, she has $445.78 left. All right, next one is Bill's food budget. And these ones are real low numbers, so this will go fast. So utilities were at $739.80. Right now, if you look, propane's actually really big. And that's because in January we paid December's, because again, we just moved here and there was a mix-up and they were sending the bill to our physical address. So we never got it because we didn't get mail at our physical address. We have a post office box. So we had to play catch up and pay January's, and then we had to call them to come out and fill because we were running low. So this is actually like 2 months worth because they filled it in February, because they usually fill it on the 11th and they did it on the 9th. So that's actually 2 months worth for us. So that one's pretty big. So our utilities might be a little high, but again, that's why we have that carryover. Okay, so last month we were $1,703 minus $739.80 is, we have $963.20. Again, the goal with building these ones up is by November, I want to have 2 full months worth of utilities paid. So if we do that, utilities is $1,266 and $1,266 is $2,532. That's how much I want to have saved. So that way in March, wow. In November, we'll actually have the amount we need. So that way we don't have to fight and struggle to try to pay those. They're done. And we are compensating high on our propane and our electric, just specifically because in winter, our propane is higher. And in summer, our electric is higher because of the air conditioning. So we're figuring high, by $50 to $75 each a month. So that way it helps make up for those opposite months. All right, next up is me. And I actually haven't spent very much. I've been very good. So I've been very, very good. $6.25. $9.63 out of my allotted $240. That's pretty good, providing I was literally 25 cents short of hitting that 240 last month. I thought that was pretty. It's like I didn't go over. I was right at the edge of it, but I did not go over. $9.63 is $230.37. All right, so now as I look at all of these, I will round up. This will be 1402. This will be 446. This will be 144. This will be 1620. No, sorry. These are expenses. We're rounding. This is the money we have. We're rounding down. So it's actually going to be 1401, 445, 143, 1619, 963, 230. Basically what that means is all of this change basically goes away, and that actually will become our, it helps become our buffer for a lot of things in the bank account. So that's what I will actually figure when it comes to the end of the month. So next we have medical. Medical's a biggie always. And we have 4909. Okay, so we are currently at 221.99 minus 204, because that's what we had to spend. So we're actually minus 17.99, which means if we don't do any more shop supplies, the beginning of next month, when we get $120, we'll actually take off that $17.99 from that $120. So that way it averages out over time. See, same thing we did with the truck maintenance. Instead of $2,000, we had $1,971. Well, we're still doing really good, so that way we keep going. And that's how we build everything and make sure we average everything out that we need to. So next we have Eat Out. This is one that actually got busted last month, but the 12th is the first day that we actually ate out this month, and it was $60, and it's the only time we have. Minus 60 is we now have $52 remaining. Again, this is another one. We have 240 every month, but because we went over so bad last month, we only have 112 for this month, and we've just used 60 of it. So I still have $52 remaining in our Eat Out budget for every month. And this one is just a top up. We don't ever have it above that $240. Next one says It's Flash. That's our last category. And Flash is going to break his budget this month because he had to have medication, which was $275.20, but that will last us quite a while. That's 3 months worth of medication. And then his insurance, which is this one. And then this is his home again. He's actually chipped. So we're at $360.19 for Flash. And look how far over we are. Okay. minus 277, which means we are over again by $83.19 already. Flash should not need anything else this month. His food is good. This tops up all his medication. We won't need anything until the middle of next month for Flash. Well, we'll probably need food, but we won't need that for a couple of weeks. So his $240 will be short $83.19 next month, which should be just fine. He does have a vet appointment, his 6-month vet appointment coming up next week or next month. So that might blow it again, but then we'll have 6 more months to recoup that. So that's kind of how that works. So this tells me where we're at. These are the 2 that have busted their budgets already, which I expected. Honestly, I expected not to have anything left over from shop supplies last month, but we did. So this is half-month tracker. This tells me where we're at, how much money we have to play with every month, you know, the rest of the month, to make sure that we stay within our budget. And this, you know, okay, even if we need food right at the end of the month for Flash, I'll try to stretch it out a couple days if I need to and make him stuff from the pantry, like chicken and rice and that kind of thing. Shop supplies, there's nothing we can do about that one. Shop supplies we have to have when the truck needs worked on. Maintenance, this is an oil change on the truck. This is also, he needed a couple of bolts, which was where the $2.32 came from. Also had to, no, the gaskets were last month. Part of the shop supplies was also an oil drain pan. Because the trucks have such big oil pans, they hold 11 gallons of oil. So you think yours is bad by holding 5 or 6 quarts? 11 gallons. Most, you know, the majority of this 200 or what is it? The majority of the 221 is actually oil. There's probably, oh no, truck maintenance. The majority of the 351, there's probably at least $200 in oil right there. Maybe not quite, but pretty good. But we can't use a regular receptacle to hold that 11 gallons of oil that you take out. So we had to buy a rolling oil catch, because as you can imagine, 11 gallons of oil all at once is heavy. So we buy the rolling one, so that way, that was a shop supply, which took up probably 200 of that 221. So that way we have it. We won't need to spend the money on that again for probably 2 or 3 years, because that's usually about what we get out of them. So that's, again, doesn't surprise me at all, but that's how it works. This is how the Remarkable works. It just has a little button on top. It's sleeping. If you push and hold the button, is it going to let me do it from here? No, it won't let me do it from the lock screen. Oh, it does. It's now has shut itself off. And now it's starting back up. But it's really a cool tool. I've really enjoyed it, and it's worth the $250 to get this. The pin, which I often put in my hair, there it is. And it actually has the plan where I can carry over to both my device, you know, to my Remarkable and my phone, so I can see it there. See, sleeping again. But that's all I have for you today. This is my half-month check-in, just running my expenses, how it works, so that way you guys can see it. And then I will do this again at the end of the month and fill it out here of how much we used for the month. And we'll go from there. And then get March started, you know, how much we have to add for March, and then we'll have a new page that says how much we started with for March. But that's all I have today. I will see you guys hopefully in a couple of days, or maybe beginning of next week. I will do a crafting one, show you the peekaboo envelopes that I've been making. I just sent 24 off to some nice lady in California who requested 6 of each of the 4 designs she picked, and I happen to have them on hand, and I got them made up for her and sent out to her. So I'll show you guys how I make those. It's not hard. It's not rocket science. I will show you how to do it basically with what you have at home. But then I will show you kind of how I do it. And I cheat, and I know I cheat, and I'll be the first one to tell you I cheat, but you use the tools you have. So, and I have some pretty cool tools, so that's how that works. I think that's it for now, guys. We'll see you later, and let's keep everybody motivated and accountable. Check in. See you later.